Okay, so I'm putting together the videos from the ITC this past weekend. We got home this morning, and this first one you're seeing is the seminar we did on Thursday morning with Mr. Ian Abernathy, I think that's how you pronounce his name, on the practical applications of forms. And the form he is doing is Piana Odon. So take a look. Hope you guys enjoy it.
You can do the whole of this form as one two-person drill, and we'll pretty much do most of the form as one two-person drill today. And you'll see the next start to see how the movements get to integrate. And hopefully through doing that, I'll help illustrate the principles, and we can do these little exercises I want you to try, which will hopefully help with the increased understanding again. Because different people have got different views on it, and there's lots of different ways to do it effectively, so this is just my personal view. Whenever I teach the form, I teach the application right alongside. So some people like to teach the applications first, then the form. Some people like to teach the form first, then the applications. I teach them side by side. So when my students learn, say for example that sequence we just done, I'll go, right, you're pivot on your heel, you drop in a cat stance, you go here, next thing you go here, you heel down, you pivot, you go there. That's our version, right? So they'll learn to go, right, get apart, let's do it apart. So the two will learn side by side. So hopefully what that helps is when they do the solo form, they remind them of all the combative principles, ideas and techniques that exist. So the solo form helps to kind of support their self-defense training, if you like. That kind of makes sense? Okay. So for this one here, we're going to do there is a progression through the canon. So when I'm on Saturday's session, we're going to look at what I would call Shanku. That's the one.
Gusangun, yeah.
We're going to look at using more or less like the first half of that form in one continuous two-person drill. Right? So for those who are at that session, hopefully will go, wow, this is an interesting drill. For you guys, you'll be able to see the principles that exist within that drill. Because we're going to spend a lot of time detailing it today. But what you find in all forms is that there's a progression. So to start, it goes, these are the things you need to learn first. Now you've got those, now move on to these. Now you've got those, and now move on to these. But not just a random technique, a collection of techniques. The order of the form is significant. Okay, so when we're at number 5, there's a pin hand that I would call, a man who told you when he designed it. He said that, well here, Funakoshi, one of his students said, once you've learned these 5 patterns, you can be confident of your ability to defend yourself in most situations. With a complete standalone system of their own. Right? When we hit number 5, the idea originally was you spend about a year on each. You know what I mean? So by level 5, you can't put the basics down. Right? So what we're going to have to go in a minute, I'm going to look at out of the context of this right? Now again, real fights don't happen like this, despite what it tells you in every self-defense book ever written. You know, when it shows kind of defense against witchcraft. As if people do that, they scream and shout. Next time I'll grab the other one. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, so people go, that would never happen in a real fight. Well, that would never happen in a real fight, but people grab wrists all the time. So just to point out the obvious, you guys just did it when you were cracking each other's neck. Stop the neck crack, you grab the wrist. Does that make sense? So if you're fighting on the arm, I'll grab the wrist. If you put your arm on your friend's head and pull the head down in, I'll grab the wrist. There's reasons why I'll grab the wrist all the time. If I stick my thumb in his eye and he just pulls my hand off, he's grabbed my wrist. If I grab his throat, he stops me, I'll grab his wrist. He's grabbed my wrist. If I hit him in the groin repeatedly, at some point he's got to grab my wrist. You know what I mean? So he's going to do this. So there'll be reasons why people do it, we've just got to put it in context. Right? So we're now going to we're just going to say here it is, so one of the technique. Practice obviously do it slow because I don't want anyone getting the next thing. You can do the first bit quick and control. The next thing you've got to slow down. Right? So if you mind just slow again, so we're grabbing here, I'm going to drop the line. I'm bending down to my body, pulling the neck, I'm looking for a constant. I didn't get it, so I went here. The next thing I do is the punching hand goes to the top of the head. Right? The other hand goes to the chin and I step in and turn the water to this way. Okay, which is the same as the form. So we demonstrate on this side as well. So we're trying to get 12 angles. So we'll go down 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that okay with that idea? Now, and hopefully, you turn that and, it goes and he drops down the ground, but if it doesn't, that's fine. One of the little, remember the old iPhone type adverts that Apple used to do? There's an app for that. There's an app for that. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, there's an app for that. I use that phrase in the dojo a lot now. So So students will go, well, what if it doesn't fall? Well, there's an app for that. There's an application for that. Everything that can go wrong, the forms tend to address. And I always really like it when I'm analysing the forms and I can see that. Because it's like the old masters, you know, from beyond the grave going, yeah, that happened to us as well. Here's how we solved it, you know. So is everyone okay with that idea? So it's club the arm, club the neck, hit the jaw, start the crack. Okay, you don't make sure you're going to turn over. Hopefully he falls. And if he doesn't, I'll show you an option to make sure he does. And it may kill the crack, and I'll show you how you can start making big long drills out of your form. Okay, which, you know, the students really enjoy big long drills. It makes them feel they're doing something pleasant and complicated. When they're not, they're just doing simple things end to end, but it confuses them enough to think they're doing something new. Is everyone okay to give that a little go then? So punching hand to the top of the head, step in, and move the body the same way. Again, notice how his head's still in front of me. I should move this switch head one more time, that's okay. So I've got here, I've got 1, 2, 3, here. His attack line is now facing that way, mine is still here. You know, it's still on all the time. Captain never breaks that way. Everyone okay with that one? Awesome. Is everyone okay with that? So we just do those last 4 moves again. So we finish here. And we're just about to walk that way. So we just do that again. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Next move. I love this one. Okay, down the arm. Is everyone okay with that? So you use that hand to hold his shoulder, keep him in position from there and bang. Right? See, and Tanner's like this as well, he sulks. Tanner sulks. If the technique doesn't work, he gets all stroppy. You know what I mean? He goes, sulks. Now, of course, he can kill the neck crack, and if you look at that again, there's an app for that. We'll look at the next one. Does that kind of make sense to everybody? But does it help seeing them side by side? See how it's there. See, this is the great thing, see, on my syllabus, I don't have a separate self-defense section. It's the cabinet. You know what I mean? Just teach me, the cabinet does everything. The cabinet will teach me everything I need for that civilian environment. The physical side of it, anyway. Or more or less everything. Some of it's, you know, a little bit outdated. But the vast majority of this is fine. Human beings are pretty much the same now as they were a few hundred years ago. Society may have changed a little bit, but the human bodies and the way we interact is the same. Is everyone okay to give that full seat? So you might say, well, what if he breaks away, jumps up and there's a 360-degree link and spinning hook kick? It's not like it is. You know, what if, when I'm cranking his neck, he grabs my arm and pushes it off? That's likely. You know, I mean, that's likely. You know, so these kind of likely things have to address it. Okay, things that are probable, not things that are possible. And the reason I want to make that distinction is sometimes you see applications of forms of kata where, like the one I did with Stephen earlier, where the enemy has to do things in a very prescribed fashion. So you go, no, now you've got to throw a reverse punch and I block it, and then I do a knife hand and you block that, and you do a roundhouse and I do. And unless you've got the world's most compliant mugger, that's not going to work. You think, no, that's the wrong technique. So he's afraid to remember. Obviously I use the Japanese term bunkai, application. Good applications are not something you do with a partner, they are something you do to an enemy. Okay, so it's important to remember. Good applications are not something you do with a partner, they are something you do to an enemy. Okay, because a partner's a friend, so if you're with them, they're compliant. It's something you do to an enemy, they have no choice about that. You know what I mean? Well, there's some choice. You can see when the guy goes on, again, the joking, they will get knocked out. Their only choice is out. You know what I mean? So as they stop you from doing one thing, you switch to another thing. They will get knocked out, and their only choice is out. So what I'm going to go doing now, there you are. We'll just put it again. So what I want to do is, I'm going to grab on this side. Do it the same side I'm doing it, because it'll work better when you do the next big drill. You'll see why. So do it with a left-handed grab. Okay? I shift off the side like the cat tells me to do. I hit the arm, I cut the neck, and I grab it away from the crank. As I go in to crank it, at this point here, he brings his arm underneath this one. That one there. So this is big, he brings his arm underneath and knocks it up, and then grabs it. Okay, as he turns to face me, then get back on the attack line, he's got a fairly good thing. Is that okay with what I do? Yeah? So as I go to crank it from there, you can't do that. You can't go on the back of that hand, it's around the back of his head. The most likely thing to do is just swap that one off his chin. And once he's got that, he's going to crank. Is everyone okay with that one goes down for the moment? You can walk like high, fine line. In the hand, he's off that side, puts the arm into my neck, grabs from there, puts the hand on the chin, goes straight to the hand, and we end up here. Is everyone okay with that idea?
Okay.
Because then we can hit him with the next part of the form, you see, which hopefully you'll like. Okay, everyone okay to give that a go? That's pretty freaky, I like it. So I can do that exactly as I was doing in the Saturday, you see. At this point here, everyone will go through. Then you'll still get the hand off, but you don't get the snapping fingers effect, right? Well, do you mind if, will you be able to do the camera off with the sides? Would that be alright? Do this at 90 degrees. So the first thing we've done is we've stepped forward to the first duty. So that's where that started, right? The next movement, so we can do this bounce, come in and go up. So come in, so the hands are half twisting, and then they go up. Next movement, goes down there, one hand over to the step through. Right, so we've got the arms down, find the head, step through again. Is everyone okay with that one? Can do that again? Yeah, so, is that alright? So you don't mind doing that for me again, so we're there. Next movement goes in. Next movement there. Move in. Is everyone okay with that idea? So what the cat is, thanks very much, it's showing them chain motion. Right. He grabs you, we're at level 5 now, so it's a real way to get out of that. When you go in, pull it towards it, all 4 fingers go crunch and listen. But it is like David. Get to there, locate the arms and ground, find the head. Here's the cool thing about the arms, right? This part of it can be anywhere. Right? The shoulder is always right next to the head. So when you're fighting, if you get control of the arm, just follow the arm and the head's at the end of it. That kind of makes sense. The arms can be anywhere. So if I was to lock and it didn't work at all, I'd still follow the line, bang, that's where he's headed. If it works fantastically, I follow the line, that's where he's headed. Does that make sense? The important thing is, Motorbu said this. Motorbu is one of karate's most colourful characters. Said some really unusual things. I'll give you one of Motorbu's quotes. I don't agree with this at all, by the way. But Motorbu said, it is important for the karateka to drink heavily and engage in other fun activities, otherwise their karate will lack character. Right, so this is the kind of lunatic we're talking about, right? Smash, back your hand in respect. There's a beautiful picture, right, of Motorbu teaching a women's self-defense class back in the day. So you've got these two beautifully dressed Japanese women in formal Japanese clothing. One's got hold of the partner's fist, which is flicking the partner with the back of the hand in the face. And behind them, Motorbu standing like this. Beautiful. You know, so you've got pattern application in one photograph. He's doing that. The students are doing the application. So once you're going to throw out the work, you pull this arm through and step to the side. As you do that, what you're doing is going to bang, I want you to slap it inside the face. You take the hand from now and you go kicking right in the side of the face. Then we over there. So the tanner goes right. I've gone over here, I'm moving through and I'm leaving. He came back up. So I stepped in and I went to throw him and he bolted off it. So I moved myself to the side of it, smash, bang, through. Is everyone okay with that one? So I just added that on to the end. I'm then going to throw him again. Because I haven't get up on that idea yet. Alright? But if you just put the whole thing together in a minute, but you just back that every little sequence. So we've gone there, punch, comes up, I pass through, around the 90 pistol line to 3, he bolts off it, I don't want to stay on the side. So the cutter again goes switch side, or switch side, so it looks the other way. So very quickly, switch. Right, so I'm on the right side, back side. He's already turned, that far leg, that brings his head down, bang, the elbow comes in. Okay? Then I get the sword, try and grab it with his hand. I would use the term backhanded. I don't know if that's made it across the pond yet. It just feels wrong. You know? So when we go from grabbing his hand past the other one. Okay, you know, then you're ready to go. What I'm making is I'm going to throw him again. Same rule, right? 90 degrees to the line of the feet is where I want to throw him. I'm going to pull him with this arm, and this arm's going to try to shoot through the knee. So if you think of it before when you've got this. You know what I mean? So you've got the one arm pulling down as one arm goes up, right? So we're getting ready to throw. I mean, sometimes you'll people say it's a punch and everything else, but if it's a punch, why am I not looking at the guy? Do you know what I mean? If you did that in sparring, no one would like that to last for a second. Nobody can spar like that. That's right. It's cruel, really, making it funny. We did this once, we had a class once on April Fool's Day. Some of the drills we do, close range drills, we do eye shot. The theory being is you should be be able to feel what's going on. So I got two of the Q grades, so I'm just going to spar blindfolded. Put your blindfolded them, and then put them at other ends of the room, but as far as they're concerned, they're directly in front of each other. Right, so one's facing down that way, the other's facing that way, and go, right, okay, spar, action! Right, and then they start doing it, immediately the scenes go, whoa, what's those groin kicks? You see this bloke, that blindfolded guy going, we let it run for 5 minutes so we couldn't stop laughing and let them put the blindfold. Remember what day it was, April 1st. So you can use that one. So you always don't want to look at them. One of the exceptions to this, because when you throw, turning the head can really help the implement, the movement to it.
Okay, the next half of this video is still seminar on Thursday, but the afternoon seminar now, with, I forget his name, but it was supposed to be Mr. Ed Sines, but he wasn't able to make it. So this guy, also another top-ranking black belt in Chung-Kuk-Do, came in to fill in for him and teach us this seminar on the way to utilize blocks properly, and movement of body and flow and all that sort of stuff. So there it is. Enjoy.
Have a disagreement, some type of argument that's going on. We're in a conflict resolution. Unfortunately, all of it's gone bad. And now, this guy decided to punch at us. Right? So we're standing right here, and all of a sudden, bang, his hand just goes out. It's a sucker punch. He's getting ready to hit us. Right? Everybody feel that? Understand? Right? Right here, just stand relaxed. I've decided I'm going to throw a punch for whatever reason. We're not dealing with that in that other side of wire right here, but a punch happens. So this hand's coming up, and I'm just lifting my front hand. We're talking about a person who hasn't fought that much or trained like we do. It's not going to be the cleanest, straightest punch in the world. We're just going to loop it up and reach out to the chin. He's going to fold for a knife hand block. Right? If he takes that hand and he folds for a right hand knife hand block, just turns the hand out. Left hand. Alright? This right here, this hand is going to do the block. This hand is up for insurance. Alright? So as I throw, he checks it right there. So I want to start with the drill. Don't even worry about this hand right now. We're going to start right here. We're just going to step in. And he's going to use that elbow. And that's all he had time. Part of what I've discovered in doing this, and I think it's evident in what Mr. Abernathy has done, karate built off of a lot of gross motor movement. Startle response. I had a cop that trained with me, and we would do things in class, and he loved everything we did. His job was to train the other police officers. He's like, I can't do that much. They can't go past one little movement. Like they can't handle it. Like, wow, okay, we train to do that all the time. Little details go away when the adrenaline kicks in. Yeah, when the adrenaline kicks in, we're in a fight, we're in this situation. You would like to be cool and do all this and step away, and even some of the stuff we do in sport at a different range. Here, heated argument, bang. That's all you had time to get up. Alright? And the other hand goes up later to just cover. Alright? So let's just work this right here. One arm right now. Go on a switch, work the other side a little bit. What is blocking? Forearm, catching the elbow. Everybody got that? Simple, easy. Now, this hand that's out is the block. My survival of this attack. This is going to find the wrist. So as it goes, it slides down to here. We're going to take a step in and strike. Now be careful when you do this. I don't know how many of you have been hit in the side of the neck. If you do this more than 10 times, you will be. Relax. It's really fun. Short story. I'm teaching a little bit of this to I don't teach this to my kids. It's not stuff I take into my kids' class on a normal basis. This is my adult class. Very different. Right? I don't want them to do all of these things. The last thing I need them to do is come back to school and go, well, yeah, I just knocked him out by doing this. Movement. The first move was stuck right here. All I had time was to throw a hand up. Bang. That was it. I'm sitting there. I'm trying to negotiate, work it out, whatever. We're talking it out. Hey, calm down. Go. That's all I had time to do. Alright? Now I'm already stepping in. The strike is where the step comes in. Now we're stuck. This guy on the other side is doing the escape. But what if you don't have room?
Here we go. Let's slant through.
I'll put here, strike. Now, to do this, I don't want to be here. If I see this, I don't want to be here. I can't do anything. I don't have any power. Alright? But if I'm here, he's trying to pull that back, and I lunge just a tiny shuffle. I've made room to do this. If I'm stuck in here and I do get loose and I'm here, I don't have any power. Everybody see? So the footwork, just a little shuffle in. Just make room. What do you do when you farm? We all stand and bounce like this. That's all we do. And I'm going to kick him now and I'm here. We shuffle and we move our feet. It's a constant bounce and move, trying to keep a line. Trying to make room for the punch so you can effectively throw it. We still need that. 1, 2. He advanced. 3, 4. So we're going to move it into the strike.
A little bit, yeah.
Notice all I did? 1, 2. I didn't go. Real big. I also, when I pull the hand out, didn't go. Now, do I have a line for a high block motion? I have a great line for a punch, but I don't have anything to block my face, and I don't have the line for a good strike to try to hit. Where we're trying to hit, hard time with combination, relax, let it go. Just try to get the concept of where can I strike now? Do I have a hand up while the other hand is down? Everybody with me? Sure. Alright? Don't get all freaking out if you're don't know where to go. The first thing happens, everybody forgets to move their feet, they get stuck in one place, they lose everything. Relax. Each time, we're just going to try to move and strike and do this on a more free basis. Alright? Free flow. Yeah, that'll get real quick. Alright? So, now we're here. Punch has gone out. 1, 2. Keep these. Strike here. If I don't do anything at this point in time, and again, this combo has gone way beyond white belt stuff, right? Way beyond. It's gone into more what we practice as a lot what we should be able to do, right? We're here. If I don't do anything, it becomes a race now. He slams it down and breaks loose. And now. Hits me in the neck and makes me want to fall down. Alright? So we're here. Alright? Completely under here. Alright? So again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did nothing. Bang. He strikes me again to the part. Alright? Done. Hopefully you missed that time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, that's what I want to avoid. Alright? Here's what you do. You were striking, he countered. This hand, before that happened, drop it to the elbow. Drop it to the elbow. We're going to get into something that should look familiar in just a second. So he's here, he checked it. Just like when I had this situation, he felt this, so he lifted his arm. I felt him block, so I immediately dropped my hand down. This was rolling up. Pull. Alright? 1, 2, 3, 4. Before that can happen. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. Where are we moving to? Back. One place, we're manipulating him. We're moving him. Okay? One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before it can happen. I have to bring him down and break him off of balance, get him to my side, because right now with my body set, his shoulders are higher. If I just try to go for it, here, That arm's blocking. Oop, I'm gone. Alright? So I have to trap that hand down. 1, 2. Right away. From the last seminar, look where my feet are. What line is it? If I mess up, I'm giving him an arm all the way. Okay? So I have to break his balance and control that arm. 1, 2, hold it there. When he fights, I'm already here. Something behind, and in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Hey, question? See it one more time? Yes, no, maybe so?
From the beginning, yeah.
Keep a little more pressure. Alright, let's go to the other side. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and squeeze. There you go. There. All I need to do is sneak up. Right? So you need to get your hand up and block it. Right? Hand up and block. 1, 2, 5, 6. All I can do is right here. Try to go and keep it. And here's my next to line. Am I choking him? No. Right? Get that hand up. Your hand up. Okay? I gotta do it. So punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Keep flying. And I headbutt him when he smashes in. Alright? Okay. Yeah. This hand, right here. Sometimes when I have conflict with this part, I like to go one way, he likes to go a different way. Well, he's not here. The end is the same. But here, we'll bring this in. And go on. Alright? So,
your shoulder stroke.
block. Bring this one up. High block it above your head. This hand's keeping it from slipping in. Alright? This one's going up. Here. Here. He did nothing but escape. Turn to him right now. I have students that come to me and they say, get ready for the call for the test. Okay? Can you say all of them? And I record it and just have you do it. I've had that, like anybody else ever had that? Okay, will you record the blocks on the call for me so I can listen to you do it? No, I can't. What? Can you record the fighting comedy? No, I can't. Because when I call a test, and I think you've got the pattern, I switch it. Especially on blocks and punches on the call. It's not spontaneous anymore. Right? When I learned fighting combinations, I didn't learn them based off of these things go together and it never changes. I learned first, there's a jab, lunging jab, reverse punch, jab, slide up, reverse punch, step, reverse punch. How many combinations do I have after that point? I can lunge, jab, reverse punch, step, reverse punch. I can jab, slide up, reverse punch, step, reverse punch. I can reverse punch, slide up, jab, reverse punch. I can reverse punch, slide up, jab, reverse punch, spinning round, bottom, reverse punch. I can go all kinds of different directions. It's not important as to which punch was done and what order they were in and that you memorize them. It's important that you know how to move your feet and adapt to the situation. Everybody there? So when my students personally, and I had some that were just every time we went to a test, did you record that? I really need to hear it. I don't like change. And I'm like, well, you're really messed up on this test. Because it's going to change. All right? And the people that are going to call the test are going to go, I got you. We're going to switch this just a little bit. We're not wanting to know if you memorize. This is where we get stuck into the technique and leave out all the other details as to what is possible to be going on because we memorize, here's the fold, here's the block. Here's the stance, turn, reverse punch. I always do it this way, it never changes. We don't want that. I want you to be able to adapt to the situation. What if he does this? Right? Where does the reverse punch typically go?
Forward part.
Boom, right to the middle. But if I block a side kick, or in this combination, throw that reverse punch through his kidney, short, which is in real tight, I get knocked down. So I change it up top. Not to mention the fact that if we're doing sport, I punch him in the back, I committed a foul.